Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and a great example to the younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord, when it's edifying, and it reads, a 6-year-old boy reportedly shot multiple times in Mobile apartment complex. And this ain't even a store. I was talking to a lady earlier. I had to run to the store, talking to a lady, and she was a Puerto Rican lady at that, an older woman, and she was talkative. So we was just chopping it up about the different things that's happening, and she was telling me about this situation right here, and I was like, damn, all this going on, I ain't know this happened. I don't think the boy died, but he did get shot multiple times. I don't think he died. Let's read a little bit of it. It say Mobile Police Chief Paul Prine told a television station he is sick and tired of our children and our community being victims of what is considered to be completely nonsense. After 6-year-old boy was shot at a apartment complex Tuesday, officers were called to Summer Place Apartments on Azalea Road about 6:15 a.m. Arriving at the scene, they discovered the child had been shot at least 3 times and had the boy immediately transported to an area hospital where he was taken into surgery. Now that's just ultimately just judgment from the Lord, and the Lord didn't kill him. The Lord just wounded him, wounded the child because he survived. For you to be 6 years old and take 3 bullets, it's pretty much like a miracle, for you to survive it. And that's pretty much the point of that little clip. It's some more. And all these things recently been happening. And this guy right here, this happened yesterday as well. This guy decapitated his cousin, killed his cousin in broad daylight, chased him down with a machete, and chopped his head off. Yep. And the crazy thing about this situation is, I work with the dude cousin, I guess you could say. Whatever they is, they family members. And they say, Salaki. This Mobile police identify victim and suspect in custody in murder investigation. Mobile police confirmed that officer responded to Carter Avenue and Main Street at approximately 6:45 a.m. regarding a deceased male. According to MPD, Mobile Police Department, the Monday, August 14th, 2023, at approximately 6:49, officers were dispatched to the 1700 block of Main Street regarding a male victim in need of medical attention. Upon arrival, officers discovered U.S. however you say that, Harris, 33, deceased on the side of the road. The preliminary investigation indicates that Mr. Harris died due to multiple lacerations, and that's cuts. It say, and later to this incident, Antonio Waters, 29, the cousin's victim, was apprehended at 2600 West I-65 Service Road North. Love's truck stop. Waters faced murder charges. You know, and he cut the dude head off, and these are cousins. You know, the dude ran down to me the story on what happened, but it ain't important. The point is that the Lord will bring a judgment on the earth. You know, it ain't important why he did it and all the other extra shit, you know. But it happened. You know, these things are happening. This happened over there in Pensacola, I think, in the Escambia County, I think, in Pensacola.
Pop, like 5 or 6 rounds go off. And I realized it was a gun, and I told him, I said, duck and cover.
A woman is gunned down inside an Escambia County business.
We have one deceased victim inside the Home Depot, and we have one suspect in custody.
That suspect, a 20-year-old with a criminal history out of Mobile County, Alabama.
I think the evidence is going to show that he ran out of options.
And the lady was telling me about this incident as well. So we were chopping it up about, you know, and she was bugged out. So I really ain't going to it with her. You know, she all into politics. She was a Air Force lady and all just a whole, she a part of a lot of different,
on our website.
you know, but she wasn't just
Our
lost
coverage
in the
of the
sauce.
Home
She,
Depot
you know,
shooting continues. We'll hear from the state
we could
attorney,
have a decent
who
conversation,
shares
I
one
guess you could say.
possible reason the suspect turned himself in.
It's like, I thought they stopped. Yeah, but the lady was telling me about this incident as well. She brought this up. I was like, damn, I ain't heard about that. But she was telling me how the mama had something to do with it. The dude mother had something to do with it. Dude mother and the girl worked together at Home Depot. And the mother told the son what time they gonna pull up to work and all these different things. And basically she set the girl up to get killed. Oh, I don't know, little 18-year-old chick. But these people are going fucking crazy, man. It's a lot of stuff happening. Yep. And I ain't gonna play all these. Let's see. Cause my earphone ain't even connected. I see what I can hear.
Calls 911. He calls law enforcement, tells us where he's at, and then he surrendered. Again, that individual right now is in custody, and he is en route to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office.
When I arrived on scene, there was a Cadillac Escalade over here by the discount tire that someone had pulled over and they had the driver in custody, but they shortly let him go. Do you know why that was?
I would imagine that when we first get here, we're looking at potential suspects and we stop people from leaving at a high rate of speed. I don't know the particulars on why that individual stopped, whether it was related to this incident or not. All I can tell you is that the murderer is in custody. He is en route to the sheriff's office, and we do have one confirmed deceased individual here at the Home Depot, and we have an unsubstantiated report that there may be one other at a local hospital.
And is the victim male, female? Can you divulge that?
It looks to be a female victim inside the Home Depot.
Was it an employee or customer? Do you know?
It looks to be an employee, a contract employee with Home Depot.
Do you know if the suspect was also an employee?
Yeah, I don't have information, that much information. All I can tell you is, again, obviously we had at least
There's another incident. Now that last incident was in the Escambia County over there in Pensacola. And the dude mama egged him on to kill this girl. That happened in the last one. Now they both being charged with murder. And there's another one. Social media feud turns deadly. Sims woman charged with murder and attempted murder. And this the girl right here. They say a woman has been charged with murder and attempted murder after authorities say a social media feud turned deadly in Sims. According to Mobile County Sheriff Office on Friday, August 11th, 2023, the Sims Police Department responded to Ponderosa Drive South in reference to a shooting. It say Sims police officers discovered victim Honesty Shako Holloway Wickerson, date of birth March 4th, not March, May 4th, 2000, was deceased, and the second victim, Germany Holloway, Wickerson, date of birth 8/28/2008. So it's what she 17 or some shit? No. 16, 15, 2018, she would have been 10. 2018 is 10 plus 5. She 15. Was located down the street at neighbor's home, suffering from a gunshot wound to the right thigh. So a little 15-year-old girl. Sims Police Department had suspect um Cortelius Denise Topangana James. Now what kind of name is these? James. Date of birth March 5th, 2021. In custody and contact contact Mobile County Sheriff requesting to take over the investigation. So these were sisters. Well, the other two girls were sisters for sure. Now I don't know who this girl. They were our sisters. It's Germany Holloway Wickerson was taken to local hospital. Cornelius whatever taken to the Metro jail and charged with murder of honesty and attempted murder of her sister. Well, they might have not been sisters. Them two girls, the one that died and got shot, they may have been sisters. The other girl was probably a friend, or they were probably fighting. Ain't no telling. Yeah, but this recently happened, if I ain't mistaken. It's just a lot of stuff going on. In the time we living in, it's best to just not argue with nobody. Let these people have it. Let these people have it and go on about their goddamn business, man. You know, because people are bugging out. People on edge. You know, people don't see no end in sight. The economy crashing and people just, the script, as the scriptures say. And you got a lady who was over, who from Grand Bay, I think, died in that fire over there in Hawaii. Alabama native died in the fire in Hawaii. I think they say she was from Grand Bay. Motherfucker jumping in the ocean to escape that fire. Little death in Florida. That's in Orlando. But of course, people dying everywhere. But the one that got me was the dude decapitated his cousin. It's a shooter murdered woman and injured 14-year-old after social media feud to escalated to property damage. Yeah, so the other two girls probably was sisters, and this girl probably was a friend or just somebody they knew. I don't know. Which I don't even care. Let's just get the precept. Fuck them. Fuck these people. This this Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. It reads, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And iniquity is abounding, and the love of many is waxing cold and colder. Because dude decapitated his fucking cousin, man. You know, I don't know. What could which we know. Spirits created for vengeance. But when you talking amongst Jake, you talk like you just clueless. What will make somebody do something like that? You gotta be dumb. You gotta play dumb with these people. You know, you don't go. Yeah, see, the Lord ain't playing. You can't talk to them like that. We talk to the brothers like that, or people who actually believe like that. But these motherfuckers, you just play along like a average everyday American, man. You play dumb as they are. This Amos chapter 5 and verse 24. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. And judgments are running down as waters, and righteousness also is running down as waters. Because the Lord is pushing His word out hot and heavy. And it's a high time to wake up out of sleep because our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. Then the little boy, he got shot, I guess, in a crossfire or something. You know, the lady was telling me that they were saying that was like somebody beefing with somebody and motherfucker pulled up, I guess, and shot. the apartment. You know, this Job chapter 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, and where were the righteous cut off? So everybody, anything that happened to anybody, baby or whatever, they not innocent. You know, and 2,000 years ago, about 2,000 years ago, a little bit above 2,000 years ago, what you people say? Let his blood be when y'all had the Lord crucified. Let his blood be upon us and our children. And that's what the Lord brings to you niggas, man. Which nobody suffering for nobody else sins. We suffering from our own sins. We go through what we go through because of the sins we committed in our past lives and in the life we live in. And if you are underage and you receive judgment before you even hit the age of sinning, I mean, being under the law, then guess what? You being judged for something you did in your past life, and you coming back on the earth to receive that punishment. Like if you five, you getting wrecked and it paralyze you for the rest of your life. That's part of your judgment from your past life, man. You know this Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that we walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil. Wherefore Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is, you know, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the spirit. Yeah, and we gotta be filled with the spirit. That's why we really, we need to be more locked in than ever. Each day passed by, we should be trying to grow more and more in the spirit, knowledge and understanding that how by Shem Yahushua. Each day that passed by, because we that much closer to that hour of temptation. We that much closer to that evil time. That evil day. You know, we that much closer to our hell breaking loose every day that passed, man. You know, so we should be cleaving more and more to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we finna be cut off, and all we gonna have is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We ain't gonna be able to cleave on this system, cleave onto the things of this world. And a lot of people that's of this world, they gonna turn on this, man. You know, these people getting ready to flip. You know, this Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. The word came unto Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, "This speak. Speak, thus speaketh the Lord, power of Israel, Yahweh, power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we are approaching the times of Jacob's trouble. That's why you got Jake killing. Jake will kill your ass for nothing. These people killing each other for nothing. You know, they don't even be knowing why they be doing the shit. People just doing the shit. Why? Because the Lord is amping up those spirits created for vengeance in the earth, and people are receiving judgments out here, man. you know. And we approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. All those incidents were all Jakes, all Negro, Latinos, Native American, Hispanic, you know, Latino people. All these things. What you gonna have you some Edomites sprinkled in there on the news, shit they did. But it's just the point, like Jake is getting out of hand. Jake losing it, and rightfully so, because we coming into that time. This the girl killed the other girl. This nigga decapitated the kid. The little boy got shot. I think that was all. 3 hunters are dead after trying to rescue a dog trapped in a hole in the ground, authorities say. Damn, that was 4 days ago. I don't know what it was. And it was something about um animals or some shit. Let's see. I seen something about animals. I'm speaking about mountain lions in Alabama because I'm on just the local news, so this stuff that's happening in Alabama and maybe Pensacola, some close to them. Like it was something else. I just like the title. Let me see. Yeah, later we stopped and talked. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go and do a video on this. That confirmed it because I wasn't gonna speak on it, but after hearing about all the other things happen along with it, I was like, why not speak about it? Because there's more than just this happening, Then that one incident with the decapitation happening. You got a little boy got shot, a female killed another female. This person, family mourns loss of Alabama area native after she lost her life in the Hawaii wildfires. You know, which um, which we know, that let's get it, that these are the judgments of the Lord. Like these wildfires ain't no natural disasters and all that other crazy shit. No, this the Lord sending out judgments in the earth. This Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with tempest. With thunder and earthquakes and great noise, with storms and tempests and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what happened in Maui Maui. However you say it, that flame of devouring fire got hold to these people asses, man. And this what another thing. I ain't going to this. I just seen it. I'm like, damn, what the fuck they talking about? I see a snake and an alligator. They say Alabama, beware, this could be your worst nightmare. Here in Alabama, we are very familiar with all types of snakes and copperheads and water moccasins. Where you where we are used to seeing them around the lake or on the river, we but but we aren't used to seeing snakes and all kind of and all of snakes of any kind in our toilet when we go to the bathroom. It say, but they um, it say, but that precisely what happened to a woman in Arizona who discovered a snake living in her bathroom toilet. It took the it took the removal specialist multiple visits to remove the snake from the toilet. Thankfully, the snake was classified as non-venomous snake. They say when we visit one of many zoos in Alabama, we are used to seeing alligators in enclosures with thick glass between them and us, and we would never expect to see them in our neighborhoods. Shit, they seeing these mugs everywhere. These alligators. You really didn't used to hear about people seeing alligators and seeing alligators like that. Too tough. But now, alligators goddamn everywhere. I don't even know what just happened. Top 10 most dangerous animals in Alabama. And you people gonna have to worry about these different animals when our hell break loose. And the number one is the black widow coppermouth, which is a rattlesnake, some kind of a coppermouth. I don't think it's a rattlesnake. It's a venomous snake though, a cottonmouth, eastern diamondback, rattlesnake, timber, timber rattlesnake, alligator, black bears, and we got black bears all over. A coral snake, another rattlesnake, brown recluse, uh, wild hog. These top 10 dangerous animals in Alabama. And you people ought to be afraid, man, because what the Lord gonna use these different things to judge Babylon. You know, the Lord gonna use these different animals to judge Babylon. This Ecclesiasticus chapter 38 and verse 28, 39 and verse 28. I knew I was wrong. It say there be spirits that are created for vengeance, and their fury they lay on such stroke in the time of destruction. They pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpion and the serpent. And you can compare the scorpion to like, the spider, because we don't have scorpions, you know, the scorpion and the serpent. And the sword punishing the wicked unto destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Therefore, and that's pretty much the point on it, you know. So people got to worry about the day of the Lord is darkness and no light in it, as if a man flee from a bear and a lion met him, and as he ran into a house, leaped his hand upon the wall, and the serpent bit him. You know, that's what the day of the Lord is. That's what the day of the Lord gonna be like. Jacob trouble. People are finna see real calamities, man. We hope we escape these things. You know, we wanna be protected. From all these things the Lord finna bring upon the earth. The people of the world, they don't want to be protected. They don't care. They don't believe. You know. Another thing the scripture say is we gonna be at at leave with the we gonna be at peace with the beast of the field and at leave with the storm. of the earth, roughly paraphrased, you know. And this was an alligator called a Mobile Bay, 12 feet long, 524 pounds. They killed it. You know, that's a big motherfucker. You eat your ass, you know. It wouldn't be nothing you can do if you get hold to it. You through. Grand Bay woman reportedly dies in Maui wildfire. Sister speaks out. And that's the one that that's the same one. That's pretty much the point. I think I got everything. Yeah, I think I got everything. The main thing was about those killings that recently happened these last past couple days. I think I think, if I ain't mistaken, they all happened yesterday. Around, the weekend, Monday, Sunday type shit. Look at that Daytona Beach resident bear encounter caught on door camera. Walked out the door in a bear medal. Big bear. Big black bear looking around the corner at his ass. Like, hey, the scripts are real. Shit gonna get real. Shit gonna get real spicy in the earth, man. You know? Well, willing I can do that. Listen, the apostle around said the title. He said something about the conveyor belt of judgment or something like that. When the conveyor belt of judgment rolls, go with it. But that's pretty much the point. I don't see nothing else. I think I got everything. Yeah, I really don't see nothing else. Brothers can add precepts or whatever come to mind, but that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, that's edifying. I want to end to giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh by Hashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone rule, where have been a great example to the younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful. Shalom. Kwame Shalom. Above all. Shalom.